Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while. Um, your boy Kev here, back. I know it's been quite a few months since I made a video. I don't know, but I'm back. I'm just holding the camera today because I don't know, it's my tripod must have broke or something. I don't know. But anyways, just gonna do a quick little, just a quick little video or two on the Bucks. Then we'll get back to we'll do the picks for week 2. Um, uh, I meant to do picks for last week and meant to do this. I meant to do this quite a while ago, but I didn't bother. But I'm here. I'm doing it now. I'm gonna try to do less movement as possible. All right, so on the Bucks. I mean, just with Hurricane Irma, our season is it starts tomorrow, and I'll be at that game. Maybe I'll bring my camera and I'll shoot some shots. I mean, it's gonna be we'll be me and my stepdad, Ryan, will be we'll be up in the nosebleed, sort of, pretty much. But hey, if we're going to the game, so that's all that matters. Don't matter what seat you're in. So now on the Bucks. All right, as far as the roster goes, I mean, obviously, we know about the new additions, Sean Jackson, Chris Baker, and the rookies. As far as the roster now, set for the season that set a couple weeks ago. I like what they did. Nick Folk, the kicker. Roberto, he just had to go. Yeah, keep it steady. Roberto, he had to go. Keep it 3 quarterbacks. So I mean that bodes well for Ryan Griffin. You know, they speak fairly highly of him, and he might be the backup once he comes back. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, gosh, he's. I mean, I know he didn't play with the ones, but come on, he's a freaking veteran, and the way he was taking sacks and fumbling, and it's like, really, I mean, come on, like, veteran quarterbacks should not do that. Ryan Fitzpatrick he's fucking garbage. He did not need to be our backup. So thank God, Ryan Griffin, he should be healthy soon, and he'll probably be the backup once he gets back. Riley Bula, I know he's gone. Yeah, I mean, well, he's not gone. He's on the practice squad. While we're on linebackers, we our linebacker depth is freaking extraordinary. Just about any of our linebackers can be starters. I mean, not as high level play like Levante and Quan, but there wouldn't be too much of a drop off with our if 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 by somehow we have to be without Quan or Levante for a couple games due to injury or whatever. We will be, Cameron Lynch, Darius Glanton, you know, who else do we got? Cameron Lynch, Darius Glanton. Oh shit, I can't think of the other. Names. Cameron Lynch, Darius Glanton. Hold on, let me pull up the roster. And I hope you all are, stay safe during the hurricane. We I know up here in Spring Hill, Brookville area. Well, I know it's the city of Brookville. We're not quite in the city of Brookville. City of Brookville, I know they got it good. But a lot of the Bay Area dodged the big bullet. And and I'm a weather guy, man. We dodged the bullet big time. Let me pull up the roster. It's not like I don't know who's on the roster. It's just I gotta refresh my mind. Roster. Okay, by position. Okay, coming up. Linebackers. Okay, Kendall Beckwith. He's he's gonna be a starting stand linebacker, and he was all over the place. I mean, especially in that fourth preseason game, which I know he didn't play against much competition, but still, like, even in the other games, Kendall Beckwith's all over the place. He's gonna be another star. He's another star in the making. I'm telling you that right now. Devontae Vaughn, he's getting back from his injury he had short training camp. He's gonna be decent too. He's gonna have a role on this team. Levante, we know about Darius Glanton, Cameron Lynch. Okay. All right. So on the Bucks app, it starts with centers, whatever. Joe Holly, good back. He's a good backup. He can play. Okay, maybe it'd be better if I just sit down. All right. Ali Marpet. I think. Speaking of, I think that's a good move. I think we did to move him to center. He's gonna be he's already was playing pretty good, and now second year he got moved to center, and I think it was the best for our offensive line. I think it was the best move for him and the team, and he seemed to be transitioning good. And we'll see first hands on that transition come tomorrow. Against the Bears. So. Good. Joe Holly got some versatility. Evan Smith got even more versatility. He could play any guard position. He could play center. So he's not a starter, but if need be, if he needs to play, or we're not. I guess he's a good veteran presence, but this is probably his last year with the team. So now corners, obviously Brent Grimes and Vernon Hargraves, obviously, the two starting outside corners. We all know what they are. Vernon Hargraves, expecting him to, have a big jump from year one to year two, and he seemed to show that a little bit with you know, with ball skills and with and anticipation and taking the ball away in the preseason. So Brent Grimes, he's coming back from his injury. We're a pretty healthy team. I mean, this bye week, since week one bye, week one bye. All right, unheard of. We're a pretty healthy team. We just got a few ninks this season, but I think only one guy got declared out for this week. I'm trying to think of who that was. I think it was Devontae Bond, if I'm not mistaken, declared out. Other than that, everybody else should be full go, pretty much full go for Sunday. And then McLean, I think he's got the starting nickel job. I believe so. He was all over the place in preseason too. He's that's a damn good addition. He recognizes plays and play recognition and the ball skills and whatnot. I think he's perfect. I think for our team. He's can't get much more. I think perfect than a slot corner like him. Javian Elliott, he was there too. He came close to getting that nickel job, but we got a veteran there, so I think that's a plus too. But Javian Elliott, he'll have a role too. He was part of that reason why that the defense came on strong second half of last season, and he may not have a starting role this season, but he'll get some playing time. Josh Robertson, we know him. He'll be a backup corner. He's mainly a special teams guy. And he's damn good at it too. And that, as long as you're good at something, you could be on this team. Ryan Smith, he got some playing time due to Brent Grimes injury and whatnot. He flashed at times. He had some mistakes at times. But he's a second-year player. He was back and forth last year, and this year they're mainly transitioning him to safety. To corner. So, he'll come into his own, and he may be a starter, maybe, a couple years down the road, and and he'll probably be a pretty good one too. So now defensive ends, Robert Ayers. We know about Robert Ayers, Chris Baker. Good run stuffing in the pass rusher too. He's a good addition. Willie Clark, he's a new guy actually. We just got not too long ago. Good depth. He got the speed. He got some good measurables. So William Golson, I guess you could say he's our big defensive end. His size. He's a really good run stuffer, and hoping he gets better in his pass rushing. But he could stop the run. So Ryan Russell, he had some playing time, last year and stuff. And, he played all right. He's good. Jaquez Smith, he'll be back this year. Hopefully he stays healthy and add that missing element to our pass rush, because we can use some more pass rushing, big time. Our pass rushing is decent, but it's not good enough. Noah Spence, he's gonna be a beast. I mean, he was already a beast last year. Now his second year, he's healthy now, as far as we know, and he's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be all over the place. Yeah. Watch out. Gerald McCoy, I don't need to speak much of him. He's, 4 or 5 time Pro Bowler. One of the best 3 technique defensive tackles in the league, if not the best. Clinton McDonald, he's the backup to Gerald McCoy. And he'll get a decent amount of playing time. The only reason he's not a starter this year is because we're technically not a starter. That's the thing about our defense. A lot of our guys, they may not be listed as starters, but they're going to get ample playing time. And the Clinton McDonald is one of those. It's all about game planning to the opponent. Strength and weaknesses of who's going to play more and how the game goes. To where do we need to keep our run stopping guys in or unleash our pass rushers, and that's our goal, to unleash our pass rushers in the fourth quarter. We do that, sky's the limit for this defense. Silka, another big defensive tackle. To help stop the run. So we got a couple guys that can help stop the run, but also make a little noise in the passing game, or it can help us to where in the fourth quarter, let our pass rushers handle it, and fresh and ready and to get after the quarterback. Guards, Sweezy and Panfield. J.R. Sweezy and Kevin Panfield. J.R. Sweezy. Believe it or not, it is his second season with the Bucs. She didn't play last season. He was one of our big free agent signings to replace Logan Mankins. That wasn't the case though. But hopefully he comes on this. But hopefully, he's healthy and he comes on this year and he's good to go. He's good to go. So I think he's going to be that missing element, hopefully, to our offensive line. Kevin Panfield, he could play tackle, he could play guard, but right now he's our starting left guard. I believe he is. Yeah, he's our starting left guard. Nick Folk, the kicker, he's going to make the kicks for us. Yeah, no problem. Going back, where are they showing me again? Sanborn, the veteran long snapper, they're important too. And he's a good one. That's all I can say. A veteran long snapper, and he's Florida State guy. I guess, if any of you care. So, Caleb Bennock, he's going to be that swing tackle. He's going to be in our big jumbo packages this season. He is last year's or 2 years ago, whatever, Kevin Panfield. He's going to be that swing tackle. He's going to be in our jumbo packages for the most part. Goal line, or, to where we have multiple tight ends and offensive linemen out there. To whether we switch to the run or heavy run packages. So, Brian Anger, excellent punter, showed in the preseason, got that gun. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Burries, James Winston, don't need to touch on him. Running backs, we know Doug, he's out first 3 games injury, but I think we'll be all right without him. We got Payne Barber to quit Rogers at the starter. Charles Sims, so we'll have a committee. I think we'll have a committee and running back committee, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be able to run the ball. Good enough, anyways. Chris Conte. If I'm not mistaken, is he a starter or not? I don't think he's a starter. I believe who is our starters? He might be a starter. I'll have to get back to that. He might. Not that I don't know. I had to verify. Justin Evans, the rookie safety. He's a rookie, but he'll come on. Keith Tandy, I know he's a starter. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be Tandy and Ward. Actually, Tandy and Ward are gonna be the starters. T.J. Ward, yeah, he's gonna be a starter. Tandy, I know it's a starter. Wilcox, obviously we traded him because we got T.J. Ward. On the Wilcox trade, yeah, we got something for him, and we switched. Well, we traded what? We traded a 6th round. Wait, we traded a 7th round pick, and we got a 6th round pick, I believe. Yeah, I think that's. It's whatever, We got T.J. Ward. Nothing on J.J. Wilcox. We just got T.J. Ward now. We jumped on it. DeMar Dodson, veteran right tackle. Just gotta cool down. Gotta chill out on penalties. That's the main thing with him. Donovan Smith, same thing. 2nd year. Hopefully he comes on strong, and I think he will. He's gonna be a good left tackle. Leonard Webster, he plays some. Tight ends, I mean, we got a really good tight end group. The Canadian guy, Anthony Claire, he's just a good football player. He's not a star. He's just a good football, and he loves football. And he's gonna have a role. Okay, he's gonna have a role on his offense. He's not gonna be the big play guy, but he's gonna be a guy. Cameron Brave, we know what he's about. He's catching passes and whatnot. Alan Cross, played the fullback. He plays tight end. We cross train our fullbacks and tight ends, and and he's made some plays, and he can catch the ball. He can block. He's good. O.J. Howard, 1st round pick. He's gonna be a star. We already know. He's gonna be Luke Stalker. He's mainly a blocking tight end, but he can catch the ball every once in a while too. But he's mainly a blocker, and he's had that role for a couple seasons now. Actually, throughout his whole career. So just stay healthy. And then our wide receivers, Mike Evans, Sean Jackson. We already know what they're about. Don't need to explain much. Chris Godwin, he's gonna be another star in the making. Adam Humphries, we know what he's about from the last couple seasons, especially last season. Catching the ball, his base screens. Chris Godwin is gonna be a better version of last year's Adam Humphries. That's what I'm telling you. Chris Godwin is going to make the big plays for the rest of this. He can make the big plays. Bernard Reedy, he could play some wide receiver, but he return guy. I think he's going to be our return guy, actually. So, he won that last. Well, he won that last wide receiving job, and he earned it. On the practice squad, we got Stephon Bailey, Alshon Johnson, Martino, Lambert. Then injuries, we got defensive end Jason Trotto, Devontae Lambert, Stevie Tulicolavatu. Man, that's a shame. I don't think there are any major injuries though. That I don't think any of the guys are out for the season. So Stevie should be able to come back halfway through the season. Doug Martin, we know he's suspended. So yeah, so that's, don't want to ramble much on more, but it's time to get shit going now. Bucks fans, be at Raymond James. If you're not gonna be at Raymond James, be ready. Tomorrow, it begins. I'll be at that game and gonna have a hell of a time, and we're gonna whip that Bear's ass. Gonna do a separate video on that. And then I'm gonna do a video on picks, and we need to build on last year on defense. Continue what we were doing most of the second half of last season, and do it throughout the season and more. Our pass rush needs to be better, but I think the guys that we got to help stop the run, it's gonna help us unleash our pass rushers. So it's gonna be good. Should be a good season, and we got hell of a roster. I think obviously our strong good points are at tight end and linebacker, but I think we got some good depth at defensive tackle. Our quarterback depth, I think it's better. Okay, it's better, but not as good as the last couple of seasons with Mike Glenn as our backup. But we can't say that because we playing Mike Glenn tomorrow with the Bears. So, and also at running back. Running backs, I think, is a strong point for us too. So we got some good depth at some of the key areas on this team. You can't have depth at every position, but we got some good depth at a couple. And we just got a good football roster. We just got a good football team. Now we just got to put some more wins together. We just got to put the wins together this season. 10 plus wins and make the playoffs. I think that's about it for this video. Let's go Bucks. Seize the day. Peace.